right, this week the theme on today's food is it is easier than you think. And today we're going to put that to the test with some very fancy sounding French dishes. This is Bouillabaisse with garlic croutons. I got the croutons
That was
part.
fantastic.
Yeah,
and it's a very easy, it's a one-pot dish.
Okay.
You shouldn't be intimidated.
It's a traditional fish stew from your cookbook, 2 for Tonight. It's Jacques Haeringer. He's the executive chef and proprietor of, pronounce your restaurant.
L'Auberge Chez Francois.
L'Auberge. I minored in Franglaise. It's L'Auberge Chez Francois.
Yeah, there you go.
The French accent's only for the paying
Yes,
customers.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Anyway, this is a great dish, nutritious, extremely healthful. Many people consider it an aphrodisiac.
Really?
Well, you know, Aphrodite, mythology, this goddess of love, rose from the sea on a scallop shell. So seafood, exactly. And we have saffron in it, all this wonderful shellfish, leeks, fennel, carrots, onions, and we have shrimp, clams, mussels, red snapper, and scallops.
Okay, so these are important, all right?
Got it. This is the traditional one. Can be just with fish if you're trying to simplify it at home. But the main thing is you make this wonderful broth. We start with a julienne of leeks, celery, carrots, and onions. We cook it for about 15 minutes to soften it up.
Just in what, some oil? Is that what
it's some olive oil.
Olive oil, okay.
Then we add shallots.
Shallots.
And tomato paste.
Okay.
Right, like this. And then we take chopped tomatoes, chopped fresh tomatoes, about a cup of white wine.
Any kind?
A dry white wine.
Okay.
Actually, a Bordeaux, a dry Bordeaux is typically what you put with
is
it.
That chicken stock?
And then this is fish stock. That we usually would take the bones from the fish, from the red snapper, and make a stock.
Okay.
But you could certainly use clam juice if you wanted to make it, simplify it at home, or a nice vegetable soup. A nice vegetable broth, it'll work.
All right,
and you'll mix that up, and we're going to cook this for about another 25 minutes.
Lid on it?
Put the lid on it.
I'll do that.
There you go. Then we'll move over to one that we started. Oh, I almost forgot.
What
the
is that?
bouquet garni. You have a teaspoon of fennel, anise, pepper, thyme, bay leaf, and cracked peppercorns and cloves, and you tie it up like this and put it inside because you want to be able to retrieve that. We don't want to puree. We don't want to eat that with the
gritty
stuff in it, but we want to be able to flavor it and pull it out a little bit.
Great.
So we've started with this one over here a few minutes ago. We're to that level, and we're putting in the saffron, the world's most expensive spice. It takes 50 to 70,000 crocus flowers to make 1 pound. That's why it's so expensive.
True?
Yeah, each crocus has up to 4 flowers, and there's 3 stigma or threads in it, so it's dried.
Okay. Do you really need it?
You have to have it. You have to have it. And have you noticed that expensive things like diamonds and yachts and saffron are considered aphrodisiacs, expensive kind of things, and it gives it the wonderful flavor.
Okay, so
we were ready to go. We're going to cook it about another 5 minutes. And the trick to the bouillabaisse in one pot is to put the longer cooked vegetables and seafood first. Whoa. So we put our potatoes and our clams in first. We'll cook it 3 or 4 minutes.
Add the rest.
Well, no, actually, we're going to, after we do that, we're going to add the mussels first because they take a little bit longer. Bring that back to a boil, and when they start to open, then we're going to put all the rest.
All right, you don't want to overcook seafood. It's never any good.
And exactly, and the one point is to get them all cooked at the same time.
Let's ladle it up since we only have a couple minutes.
Ladle it on.
Are we?
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. If you serve that at home on a Monday night,
can you imagine? What would Mike say?
And we like to finish it with a little fresh fennel and a little fresh parsley and a little pastis, which is an anise-flavored liqueur. And that finishes it off.
Thank you so much.
Chef, thank you so much. Should we just dive in?
Yeah, I think we should. For the recipe, you can head to today.com/food.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.